Hi, I'm Paul Estella.
And I'm Colin Mangan.
And we're here at the second signing day of the year.
So let's begin. At this time, I would like to introduce the athletes being honored today. Gianluca Ancona, SUNY Old Westbury, soccer. Matt Carey, NY Tech, baseball. Brendan McFall, Tufts University, baseball. Payton McMahon, Hobart William Smith College, girls lacrosse. Chris Murphy, Manhattanville College, baseball. AJ Raiz, SUNY Oneonta, soccer. And Erin Showerer, SUNY Delhi, girls golf. Let's give a big hand for our athletes. I'd now like to turn it to our Director of Athletics, Mr. Jeffrey Reisner.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, student athletes. Welcome to our second college signing ceremony for this school year 17-18. Another memorable moment for your kids in their lives. I'm a big proponent of moments in sports. Whatever moment you've experienced in your life today should be one of those moments, because these kids now have committed to go on to play at the next level, and that's what they worked hard their entire lives to do. We celebrate the 7 student athletes committing to continue their athletic careers. We in Oceanside Athletics believe that there is a place for everyone who plays college sports here, high school sports, to get to college. We are committed to do all we can to help them succeed. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what all your hard work is prepared for you to do. You studied, you prepared for a career, and now go ahead and study in college and prepare and play in college and have success. I'd like to thank our Board of Education, Dr. Harrington, our superintendent, who's away today. Our central administration, Dr. Roser is here, Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources. Mrs. DiCarlo is at a meeting right now. She might be able to join us. Some of the APs might be here. Mr. Luisi, our guidance counselors, our coaches who spend endless hours helping coach your kids, our teachers, my secretary, Mrs. Marks, my athletic secretary, and of course, Audrey Miller and the film crew. Without Mrs. Miller, none of this would happen. Mrs. Miller.
Oh, thank you so much.
Congratulations, thank you. This is really, I've been to MSG Studios, and this couldn't compare with what I've seen at MSG, so this is really a first-class operation, and thank all of her assistants as well. A special thank you to Mr. Luisi for all he does for our student athletes and the work of college athletics. So enough said. I think I got everybody. Enjoy the moment, and there it is again, the moment. Enjoy.
Thank you, Mr. Reisner.
Hi, I'm Paul Estella, and I'm here with Matt Carey, who will be going to New York Tech next year for baseball. So Matt, when did you start playing baseball?
Right out of the womb. No, I'm just kidding. First grade.
So what do you like the most about baseball?
Pitching. Favorite thing.
So for any young baseball players in Oceanside, what advice do you have to give them so they can reach this achievement too?
Practice every day. That's all you gotta do. And they'll like you.
So how do you think you'll be able to contribute as a freshman next year at New York Tech?
Pitch my hardest. That's it.
All right, thank you, Matt. Good luck next year.
Got it. Thank you.
I'm here with Brendan McFall, who will be going to Tufts University next year for baseball. So Brendan, when did you start playing baseball?
Probably about first grade or so I started playing, and then ever since then I've loved it.
So what do you like the most about baseball?
I like competing, obviously, playing with I call them my teammates, but they're more like my brothers at this point, and just winning, man. Winning feels great.
So how do you think you'll be able to contribute as a freshman at Tufts University?
I mean, obviously it's a really good team, so I'm hoping I get some innings to reliever C, and then if I do well enough, maybe get in some starting spots. But all in all, I just want to, whatever I can do, man, whatever I can do to help us win.
So what stood out to you the most about Tufts University?
I mean, obviously it's a very prestigious academic school, so combining that with their success as a baseball team, it was obvious for me.
So for any young baseball players in Oceanside, what advice do you have for them so they could reach this achievement as well?
Just practice, man. Practice, play as much as you can, do everything you can, and never stop.
This has been Brendan McFall. Good luck next year.
Thank you.
So I'm here with Chris Murphy, who will be going to Manhattanville next year for baseball. So Chris, when did you start playing baseball?
I've been playing baseball ever since I was little. T-ball with my dad coached me for a lot of years, up until 5th or 6th grade, and it was always just a blast playing baseball.
What do you like the most about baseball?
I think it's always, I'm a catcher primarily, and being involved in every play, every pitch, never gets old, never gets old.
So you've been varsity basketball player since 10th grade. Why did you decide to stick with baseball instead of basketball?
I always I play baseball primarily in the summer also, and it always feels to be year-round with travel team workouts in the winter time, and then going right into school ball and then travel ball in the summer. So I always just stuck with baseball.
So how do you think you'll be able to contribute as a freshman in Manhattanville?
Primarily always being a good teammate, never being negative. That's really just contributing every day to practice or to my guys, making sure everyone enjoys me on the team, and if I get a shot, I'm gonna work hard, and I'm just gonna work hard.
So for any young baseball players in Oceanside, what advice do you have to give them so they could reach this achievement too one day?
Always think coming into the season that your goal is to have no more games at the end of the season. Every year, Coach Bastilio reiterates this at the beginning of the season, and same thing goes for any sport, really. Go for a state, county, Long Island championship as much as you can. Just work hard.
This has been Chris Murphy. Thank you, Chris. Good luck.
Thank you, Paul.
I'm here with Coach Bastilio, who coaches the baseball team. Hi, Coach.
How you doing?
So, how do you believe your baseball players who are signed today? How do you believe that they achieved, what they did the best to achieve this goal?
Yeah, all three of these kids are phenomenal student athletes, and for a long time we kind of had a sense that they were all going to play at the next level. But they've been working hard since, I would say, middle school to prepare themselves, and once they got to high school, they've been very coachable, and they've been working hard in school, outside of school, and it was really just where they're going to play in college. It was never a thought that they wouldn't.
So what advice do you have for them in college?
I mean, it's a big transition for two of them who are pitchers. You go from where you're pitching to 2 or 3 kids in a high school lineup that are really good to every single kid in college will be that best kid they faced in high school. So from a pitching point of view, it's some adjustments they're going to have to make. They're going to rely on change-ups and off-speed stuff. And for Chris, who's going in as a catcher, he'll be fine. He has a really strong arm, and he's a good, versatile player, so he'll make the adjustment well.
So, how do you think they will be able to contribute as freshmen on their respective teams?
Yeah, I think in Matt's case and Brendan's case, they both have plus arms for high school players, so they're not coming in below. I think they're going to be looked at as a big recruit for Tufts for Brendan and for Tech for Matt. So I think that they should slide right in and be key contributors as freshmen. And I think Chris, truthfully, he's so versatile for us. I mean, he could be a starting catcher on any high school, I think, in Nassau County. We have Dylan Judd, so we've had a nice balance between the two of them. So Chris is going to catch a little more for us this season. But I think that he's pretty much has an opportunity to start as a freshman too. So
for any young baseball players in Oceanside who maybe look up to these players,
Yep.
What advice do you have to give them so maybe they can one day reach this achievement?
The best thing I would say to them is to be engaged in what we do. The 10th of this month and the 17th of this month, we're actually doing our first Oceanside High School baseball clinic where our players are going to be working with the Little Leaguers and trying to get them around us and in the high school more. And listen, if they're good baseball players and they're good students, we'll find a way to help them get into college. So.
This has been Coach Bastilio. Thank you, Coach. Good luck this season.
Yeah.
Hi, Colin here. I'm here with Gianluca, who's going to play soccer for SUNY Old Westbury. So, Gianluca, what will you miss most about OHS?
I'd miss the atmosphere, the coaches, players, friends, kids on the team. Just the atmosphere of playing for the school I'd miss.
Are you excited to be on the SUNY Old Westbury team?
Very excited, actually. The coach said I would get a lot of playing time, and I'm excited to play and at the next level.
So what motivates you to play soccer?
Honestly, it's fun. I'm very competitive, and I feel that I'm pretty good at it, I think.
Is there anyone you want to thank?
Just family, friends, teammates, coaches, all of them.
Gianluca, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm here with AJ, who's going to play for the SUNY Oneonta soccer team. So AJ, what will you miss most about OHS?
I'll miss all my teammates, coaches, and all my friends.
Is there anyone you want to thank?
I want to thank all my teammates and my coach, Turk, for a good season. I want to thank my dad. He taught me a lot about soccer.
Are you excited to be playing for the SUNY Oneonta soccer team?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I can't wait to go there. The first visit, I just loved the campus. They have a great soccer program as well and good academics, so I thought it was a good fit for me.
AJ, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm here with Mr. Turk, who coaches the soccer team. So, how do you believe these players who are signed today, what do they have to do to reach this achievement?
Well, first you talk about Luca, and Luca really is the type of guy who would train, right, 24/7. He's always going to be on the field, always going to be working on his own craft as well as the team during the season, and he plays on multiple teams, and this is something he's been working for probably his whole life. And in AJ's case, AJ has managed to travel and play at the same time, so he's really managed to work with a few clubs, but he has that same work ethic, and probably you could find Luca and AJ down at the park getting in a few sessions whenever they want.
So I know that AJ moved here from Lithuania. How do you believe that's affected his soccer career?
Well, I think it's given AJ a serious work ethic, and he's adaptable and ready to work with any new number of teams because he has that experience in kind of changing around and moving to different areas.
So how do you believe these players will be able to contribute to their respective teams?
I see both these guys being impact players early on in their careers. You know, if not freshman year, definitely sophomore year. These guys know what it takes to play and train at that end. Their fitness levels are there, their touches are there, so they're not going to kind of look like they're lost at any point, I think, even from the first get-go.
So what advice do you have for them going on to taking their skills to the next level?
When they get that summer workout and they get that list, they make sure that they follow it just the same way they've done it always. So really for them it's consistency because they've been doing it right and they just got to keep going.
So for any young soccer players in Oceanside that maybe look up to these athletes, what advice do you have to give them so they can reach this achievement as well?
I'd love for our younger guys to take a look at the work ethic that these types of players do. You know, Luca and AJ and guys who have come before them all have that work ethic that is just unquestionable, and that's what helps them get over that hurdle and get to the next level.
This has been Mr. Turk. Thank you. Good luck next season.
Hi, I'm Jessica Jacoby, and I'm here with Payton McMahon. Hi. So what about Hobart William Smith College made you want to play lacrosse there?
I really loved the campus and Coach Phillips. I loved that it was a small school where I could really focus on academics and also play lacrosse.
You've had a great season with 17 goals and 5 assists. So what skills do you think you'll be bringing to your new team?
Definitely a lot in the transition and the middle of the field, just getting the ball quickly up the field.
And what will you miss most about playing lacrosse here?
I'm going to miss all the girls on the team, coaches, Coach Montero and Coach Cilio and Coach Pumo, and just playing for your hometown.
All right, thank you very much. I'm here with Ralph Montero, who coaches the girls lacrosse team. So what do you think Payton's greatest achievement on the team this year is?
Payton's a great player, both defensively and offensively, but I think her greatest achievement is she's such a great teammate, and she really cares about her teammates, and she puts the team first all the time. So.
What words of wisdom do you want to give her as she heads off to college?
Just to believe in herself and be confident, and to continue to do at Hobart William Smith the things that she does here, which is just, you know, be an all-around great teammate and just continuing to work hard and study. She should definitely study and just continue to be her.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm here with Erin, who's going to play golf at SUNY Delhi. So Erin, why did you choose SUNY Delhi?
It seemed like the best possible option. It had a lot of options for me to play golf and with my major and everything, so it seemed like the best fit for me.
Are you excited to play?
Yeah, I'm very excited to get up there and play with the team.
So what will you miss most about OHS?
Probably all the activities that OHS offers for everyone in the school.
And is there anyone you want to thank?
Definitely my coaches, my parents, and the rest of my family for all the support they give me throughout the season and even on my off season.
Thank you very much, Erin. I'm here with Erin's coach, Miss Sweeney. So, Miss Sweeney, what will you miss most about Erin?
Oh, gosh, that's a tough question. I mean, Erin's been with me since she's been 8th grade. 5 years now I've had with her. And Erin is not only the nicest kid, but she's dedicated, very hardworking, and smart. I mean, she's just a great kid. She's always there to help me. So I will definitely miss her a lot.
How do you feel she's contributed to the spirit of the team?
oh, she's the number one kid. She's captain. She's always there to text all the kids for me to round them up for different things that we need, practices, bagel sales, things like that. She's just a dynamic kid.
Is there any advice you want to give Erin?
I'm sorry?
Is there any advice you'd like to give Erin as she heads to the next chapter of her life?
Just never give up. Just keep working as hard as you've been working, and you'll be very successful.
That's right. Miss Sweeney, thank you very much. Wow, what a great day. It sure was nice to see family and friends come to see these young, talented athletes sign for their respective schools. I'm Colin Mangan, signing off. And remember, for all things Sailor Nation, we are the Sailor Station.